every woman gets flower, like every woman gets flowers. Every celebration, she wanted to memorize the previous year, the previous life. And people say, oh, like you're doing great. It's like people start loving it, complimenting me and inviting to do like, it's never-ending journey. But I find so much satisfaction when I like follow my own inner voice.
Yes. What up, sis? Meet our sister and the woman behind the lens of Girl We Got This, Xenia Leo. She is a photographer, she's an artist, she's a producer, and she is a woman with big, beautiful dreams. Today we're getting her in front of the camera because she is owning her light. Her story is one of discovering herself, where she's come from and where she's going. Be the light. Everything else will attract. Let's get into it. What up, sis? What is up? How are you feeling? Welcome to Girl We Got This. Because, girl, we got this, literally. This is the team behind Girl We Got This. Xenia Leo. She is the most incredible creative. She's a photographer and videographer, and she is the one that helped me bring Girl We Got This to life. Thank you for being so brave.
Thank you for doing this.
You know,
it's beautiful.
She's a behind-the-scenes type of person, and for her to be here in front of the scenes, it's such a big win for me. And I know you're feeling like,
No, thank you for challenging me.
Yes,
Definitely.
yes.
It's
But
time.
It's time. And I want you guys to receive this message. It's time. That uncomfort, that she has a wanting to be seen, to be heard, to be admired for. This woman creates such incredible, intimate work. But now it's time to step into it. It's time to embody it. And it's International Women's Month.
Yeah.
There's no better time than this Russian stallion to come into the table as this incredible artist to really show you what she's got. So Zen, I just want to say thank you so much.
Thank you for doing this. It's incredible. I'm excited to see what's, worst case scenario, we're not going to publish it. So
Oh no, we're publishing it. We're publishing this. And she's not editing anything out. I'm not allowing it.
Okay.
So we're going to start with Xenia's roots. I think the roots of us, especially in International Women's Month, no matter where we come from, we're all connected as women. What was it like growing up in Russia? I want to talk about your journey in Russia and then the transformation of you as a woman coming to America. What was that like?
Beautiful. Actually, in Russia, there's a thing like International Women's Day, and it's like a weekend. No one works. Every woman gets flower. Like every woman gets flowers. So it's a holiday for all sisters, mothers, grandmothers. Yeah, it's an official holiday. So for me, it's a big holiday. It's a big celebration. Yeah, no one works
At all?
at all. It's like, I don't know, Thanksgiving here or
Wow.
yeah. So yeah, I grew up in a city called Samara. It's like a 1 hour flight from Moscow, European part, beautiful nature. It's my dream was always live somewhere where there is no clothes. No clothes.
It's actually true. But that's another conversation to be had.
No winter.
Yes.
No winter. Yeah, because like it's beautiful nature, but 9 months of snow is kind of too much. Yeah, but my grandma was telling me like every time when she was feeling bad, I was coming to her and she's like, no worries, grandma, I will grow up and bring you to America. I don't remember this, but like subconsciously I had this idea to coming to somewhere where there is no winter and live here. So that was my main intention.
And you spoke it as a young girl.
Yeah.
To your grandma.
Yeah. I actually believe in like all this.
Me too. You speak it into existence.
Yeah.
100%, no question. Anything we speak into, that's why your tongue is so important and powerful.
Important, yeah.
So you were speaking this at a young age. You were literally manifesting this part of your life.
Even like I had no like
Unaware.
desire to live in exactly, like, especially in America, in Los Angeles. I got here. So yeah, I grew up there till 2021, like till 21 years old. And I got into photography. So obviously I'm a photographer, a videographer. I capture stories.
Yes.
And this is like my main gift.
But when did it start?
It started from
Childhood?
Yeah, like my first camera I got like in my 15th, I get 15 years old.
Yeah.
But like capturing memories have been always like since like my mom, she was always the one who giving us like a little collages, like every celebration she wanted to memorize the previous year, the previous life. She's really like sentimental and cute about it. She was always putting like, a lot of attention into capturing memories, capturing family moments and everything. So thanks to her.
Shout out to you, Mom.
Yeah. So I guess I got this in me, and at some point I just was enjoying taking pictures, and my boyfriend back at the time, he gave me my first camera. It was like we kind of took a loan for.
Yeah.
it was like very nice camera at the very beginning, and I kind of started working like we were doing like events, like big events and like parties. I was the one who like kind of capturing them, and I was the one with the like this kind of camera girl that like.
Yes.
We had all our friends gather and capture it, all our travels, everything. I was like obsessed with like capturing memories, and yeah, that was special.
That's where it all started.
That's where it all started.
It makes so much sense. Once you go and observe Xenia's work, this woman captures the most intimate, like her eye, your eye, Xenia. It captures like the hands, the fingers, the hug, the embrace, like those intimate, beautiful human emotions that I don't think many artists capture. You do it so well. And I'm not just saying this because like I have love for you and love for your art, but like I've seen this before we had this friendship and I was like, wow, she has an eye.
Thank you. I love like, people watching, just staring. And I love like slowing down into the moment and like stare. And if I wouldn't have a camera in my hands, it would have been weird, right? So when I have camera, I can legally stare at people.
It's true, yeah.
And when I'm like at parties or something, I can legally quit the conversation, see if they're like not going in the right direction. So a lot of perks.
And also, we all want the bestie that has a camera.
Yeah.
We live in a time now where like we want our besties to have a camera and to capture these moments.
Yeah. That's like the best friend over.
That's literally you. This is such a beautiful journey. So then you have your camera and you're in America.
Mm-hmm.
When did you start pursuing your career here in America? And was it hard? Were you nervous? Were you shy?
So yeah, when I came here first, I didn't know I'm going to stay. So I stayed, it just happens. I stayed here due to like political situations. Because like at some point I thought like, yeah, good weather.
Yes. LA, sun, no snow.
Yeah, so I had my camera with me. Yeah. And at some point I was like reaching out, like some friend of mine, he recommended me to connect to this Russian photographer. He was like a wedding photographer, and Sergey. Hi. So I was like a second photographer for weddings.
Wow.
And I've been like, that allowed me to, watch the way he was doing business, how like, learn some professional English, how to do like agreements and invoices, like just get to learn California, LA. I've seen beautiful. I mean, LA is famous for like cultures and like diversity, and like it's absolutely beautiful. So I got to witness like a lot of weddings, events. So, I love staring at people. So I was legally doing this in the beautiful events. So that was my first year.
What a gift that man was to you.
Yeah.
Right? I think it's so important. Like when we move and when we have that huge transition in our lives, especially as women, to feel safe with someone to guide us, because we all need guidance.
Big time. Yeah.
And for you to have him, like, what a gift.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of my girlfriends that come from different countries, their English, they feel a little more quiet because they don't think their English is that well, right? Yeah, did you feel like that?
Of course. Like when you have like, my English wasn't perfect. I mean, clearly I have an accent, and like every time, like some people think it's like when you have an accent, your IQ is like 30% less. So having this is a challenge. Of course, it's a challenge.
It's only Americans. It's an American thing. I don't agree with that actually. I think I personally believe I don't really want to say this aloud, but I think outside world cultures, outside of the Western way, their minds and their cultures and their thinking is a lot more expanded, especially spiritually and mentally. But that's just my opinion. Take it as you leave it.
I mean, it's being an immigrant is a journey. It's very interesting. It's like I have no regrets of doing it. It's built me up. It built my character. It's beautiful. But yes, I've been like exploring myself through getting into circles, photography circles. My photography, like I got basically all my friends were like around photography, videography, mostly like wedding and event industry. So I was doing that for a while. Then I was starting like, exploring different avenues. So I was doing like photo and video, and just intuitively, because I was like loving the feel of it, because like I love the slowing down and capturing the moment. And people say, oh, like you're doing great. It's like people start loving it, complimenting me and inviting to do like, okay, I need video for my business. I need a video for this, for that. And, the social media have been exploded. Like, so I came here in 2014.
Yes.
So it was like the rise of like social media, the YouTubes and like the everything.
Yes.
So, I always had like some jobs, work and different referrals. So most of my jobs were like through referrals.
Okay. I want to touch on this.
Yeah.
Because Xenia is the queen at community. If you're listening to like what she's really saying, it was her sense of community that she built here that really gave her all of these beautiful opportunities and these experiences, right? I think that's one of your gifts.
100%. Yeah, I agree. So like picture camera was my tool to meet people. That's like my favorite thing. And I met so many wonderful people. I connected to like different levels of people, different types of cultures. It's like, and so like naturally it's like happened. And actually the name Xenia means hospitable.
Of course.
It's a Greek name.
Yes.
It's hospitable. It's like, I'm like, okay, it works for me. Definitely. Yes. I love hosting, and it's like one of my true passions.
Yes. And it shows in all of your work. Like Girl We Got This is a creation of ours. And the community that we've created together is seen so much through your work.
Thank you.
So I just want to say thank you for being brave to come here to explore yourself and to create this community. So now you're here, you have this community. And when were you like, I am an artist. I can do this. My English is good. I can create a living being an artist. Because I think that's probably one of the most difficult obstacles that a lot of artists face.
A lot, like it's going on and off. Like the artist journey is like,
yes,
I think it goes on and off, and it goes into like finding your true signature, your look, your feel, like what do you want to say, like getting out of all this like influences that goes around you. Yeah, finding a true voice. It's like as simple as that. So it's because it's so easy to follow someone else's like look, someone else's like way of living, but finding your true self, I guess this is like, it's never-ending journey, but I find so much satisfaction when I like follow my own inner voice, something within it. I believe like in terms of hospitality, the reason why I'm so into that, because like I believe in like this heartwarming environment, and when we feel seen and heard and like comfortable, we can flourish. And this is like the best. And so find this space, find this stillness to really speak what you want to say.
I think that's the key, Xenia. You just spoke to so many of us. Stillness.
Yeah.
Sis, find the stillness. As an artist, I think that's the key. I read something the other day by Rick Rubin, who's an incredible artist. And he said, create for yourself and let the audience feel.
Yeah.
If you're creating for the audience, it's not going to read well.
No, exactly. So I've been through so many journeys, like in photography, in videography, like whatever. I've been struggling so much because like I've been trying to make everyone happy. You know, taking every jobs and being so upset because I wasn't like good for everyone. And then I'm like, oh, I'm not $100 bill. I cannot be good for everyone. And that takes so much time.
Yes.
So many like challenges and just, but it is what it is. It's a journey.
And that's the learning. That's the lesson,
There is
right?
no shortcuts.
No, and you have to have those failures and those low times to get where you are now and to get where you're going.
Yeah.
I always tell everyone, like, if you don't have failures, if you're not like, what the heck is happening with my life? If you're not like down and out some days, are you really chasing that dream? Because it's all a part of it.
Yeah, it's it's just being lazy, maybe.
Yes.
I don't know.
It's okay. Like as an artist, I feel like there's so many ebbs and flows as an artist because you'll have that energy where it's flowing and it's powerful and you're on, and then you'll have slow, lull, confusion, worry, concern. How do you manage those emotions as an artist?
Well, I have to calm down and not own it. First of all, not trying to escape from it.
Yes.
And it is what it is. And finding, what's the question? Like, how do I deal with the challenges?
Yes.
Yeah, and do one step at a time. Trying to just like do something, because for me it's so easy to like go into like overthinking flow. I either like overdo things or overthink. So do one step at a time.
Yes.
Important to like this year, like for me, it's really important to invest in something. Just do for your soul, some like creative projects, as this one.
Yes.
Like feeding your soul.
Yes.
Like this one for you, right? It's big time. So invest your time into creating something what you want, not for everyone, because I mean, in LA, everyone needs to survive.
Yeah.
I understand. But find this time to do something that you want, collaborate.
And make your magic and bring your magic to this world.
Yeah. Also, like there's one part, just like create art, and second part to share it. And the second part can be much more difficult.
Yes. Why is that? Why do you think it's harder to share?
The fear of failure, that you're going to be judged.
Yeah.
You're going to be like, going to be bad. How it goes for everyone, you know?
Yeah, I think that's one of the hardest struggles as an artist.
Yeah.
The acceptance of everyone else.
Yeah, but you don't have to.
Yeah. I think that's a learning thing. As we get older as women, baby, mid-30s over here, I'm learning the power of non-judgment, the power of not allowing anyone to affect who I am. It's okay people are having opinions, because I'm not here to please everyone. I'm here to be me. It's called people pleasing.
Yeah.
I'm a recovering people pleaser.
Yeah.
Totally. A lot of us women are. Once you step into that power and once you're unapologetically yourself, everything changes.
Yeah.
And that's a journey in itself. It's taken me a long time, and there's still so many parts of me as an artist, as a host, as a woman, that I'm like, post it, share it, hit it.
Yeah. Now I actually agree. Like, I would rather have like some negative reaction rather like no reaction.
Yes.
So that's what also something good.
Yes.
No reaction actually worse.
Yes.
Where attention span just like goes so fast.
You're so right.
Yeah.
So now you're here, you're doing the damn thing, and I'm so proud of you. I'm grateful that we joined forces.
Big time.
I want to discuss a part of your life that has really impacted you, finding your sister. So I know a lot of your life journey, and I think it also has affected you as an artist, has been the discovery of your sister. Can you share this intimate story with our audience? Because I think this happens more often than not. A lot of us grow up thinking that we don't have siblings, and then later on in life discover that we actually do.
Yeah, thank you for asking this.
Yes.
Yeah, like when I grew up as a single child. My mom and dad, we lived together. My parents divorced when we were like 12. So when I was 13, I I found out I have a sister and she was 9. So clearly, and we lived together, and, like clearly there was another story on the side for my father.
Yes.
My father has another daughter. And she also didn't know that he was her father. So it was discovery for everyone.
So now you have a sister. You're no longer an only child.
Yeah.
How did this change you?
Well, the first thing, I guess that's why I will never feel like jealousy again. That changed my perspective for jealousy, because I've never heard someone else calling my father father. As the only child, it's been like my only privilege.
Yes.
And okay, there's like another girl, and it was painful. Well, we lived together for like a couple of years. We've traveled together, so I've been really accepted to different family. I've been like living for 2 families, so with my mom and with my dad.
Yes. This is after the divorce.
After the divorce,
Okay.
yeah. And apparently, like when my dad was dating basically 2 girls, my mom got pregnant first.
Okay.
So that's how it happened.
Okay.
And then they met again several years after, 3 years after, and that's how my sister. And she said, the rest of the history. So we lived together, and I've been grateful for being exposed to different family. And it, like, even if it was painful, but I kind of dealt with this. I still love my father. Like,
yes.
I kind of forgave the whole situation. But that allowed me to see different family dynamic, and the different way of like living the life. And that was like my first time actually going abroad, and that inspired me to, I needed to learn English. We went to like summer camps, like English summer camps with my sister.
Wow.
I really bonded, and having a sibling is also different, and we were looking up to each other. We had some fights. But now I haven't seen her like forever, but we're still talking.
Yes.
I hope we're gonna see each other soon.
Yes.
It's amazing. Like, we're calling each other sisters.
Yeah. What a freaking compelling story. There's nothing like a sister. And I think it's a gift when you get to experience life with a sister, because it's a really special, intimate relationship. Me and my sister, woof, I love her so deeply. I think she's actually one of my most deepest relationships that I've had in this lifetime, to the point where I love her so much that I would protect her at any cost. I would kill at any cost for my sister. But I also want to rip her hair out some days, and we fight. But that's the love that we have for each other. That's the depth of sisterhood. And I'm so grateful that you got to experience this.
I would say it was still like more like a cousin.
Yes.
Because her name is Kate, and my actual cousin name is also Kate, and they are the same age.
Yes.
So we're like 3 sisters. And yeah, so it was still like a cousin, but we were really close.
That's incredible.
So we're not like, we didn't have this, sharing closet together.
Yes.
Or like, we still spend like, weekends.
It's a relationship.
It's not like living together.
Yes, but it's like sisters. Like it's an experience of having someone that sees you.
Yeah, but then like a few years later, like the way I was introduced to this sister, he was like, "Have you ever wanted to have a sister? So you have one."
What?
And a few years later, he like, "Have you ever wanted to have a brother? So you have one." So it's 6 of us.
Wow.
3 different women. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Okay, Dad.
And I'm the oldest, yeah. But like with that, there's 4 more boys.
Yes.
But they're smaller, and like we're not that close,
Right.
Yeah.
How do you feel now, knowing all of this?
I mean, it's like I still want to know a lot of stories, because like he was like really secretive. He didn't like share a lot with me. So he's shared post factum. It's also a very Russian thing.
Yes.
Don't, like, especially about the babies. Don't tell anyone that you're pregnant until you actually got a baby.
Wow.
All this like superstitious, a lot of this. So like living here, like all my 20s, right? I changed the mentality. Here's like baby showers,
Yeah.
like gender reveal.
Yes, it's like here, baby. Wow.
Yeah, so I would love to get to know more about this family. So, and yeah, and because like my father died like 2 years ago, and it was COVID. I didn't get a chance to go there. It was really very like fast, like literally next day, like. And that inspired me to like actually learn more of my history. And like every time when I like see my parents or something, like my family, putting them in front of my camera and asking them questions, like how, like, you know, things like I want to know what people felt. Tell me stories. I want to know, like, not just facts. So that is like something I'm just for my family. I'm doing this.
You're inspiring me.
And yeah, you should do this too.
You know, I lost my nana and my papa recently, a couple years ago, and I always said that I was going to put a video up and record them. Now, my grandpa would refuse because he hated taking cameras or footage. My nana too. And I regret. That's one thing I regret not doing. I did have her write a journal, so I get to read all her notebooks every day when I miss her. But what you just said is something that I will do with my parents and my siblings. No question.
But with AI, you know what you can do? You have some videos.
Yes.
So you can reciprocate this voice and make her read her own journal.
Ooh.
You can do that. It's
like, you see, this is your gift. This is your gift. That's such a good idea.
Yeah.
So knowing you have this big, cool new family, as an artist, how does this impact you? As a creative, does it give you more of like a curiosity? Does it make you, because your eye is so distinct, how does it impact you? How did this finding of your father's siblings and his offspring affect you as an artist?
I would say like the situation just like kind of made my world bigger, and just a lot of things that like you can do whatever you want to do. If your father did this, you can do whatever you want to do. Honestly, it's
yes.
And I think just like that's also like as an artist, I think it's important to feel a lot, to see a lot, to have this like a lot of different patterns and like just feel more.
Yes.
You feel more, you can produce more. You know.
Yes. The more experiences you have, the more you're able to relate, create, to see perspectives.
Empathy and all this.
Yes.
Yeah.
That brews so much in you.
And mostly I think that maybe it. And also because of that, I wasn't like, I kind of escaped, you know, I didn't want to come back because like, I'm like, I want to explore more.
Yeah.
But very deep I've never been back in Russia since then. And due to politics and like stuff. I think because of that, because I got so hurt deeply inside. So well, maybe now I'm ready to go back. You know, that's also a thing.
That'll be your next chapter.
Yeah.
And I'm actually excited to see what you create from that.
Yeah.
Because that's going to like expand you even deeper.
Yeah.
You know, the Russian culture, I think, is so beautiful. You guys have really interesting aspects when it comes to women. The beauty standard, you guys have this strength, this power. You have this, it's an aura. Every Russian woman I know has an aura about them. And it's different. Everyone is so different. But I know when a woman is from Russia and I can't explain it. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I don't know. I think, I mean, sometimes like, we can see each other in the crowd, that's for sure.
Yes, you know, like, and I can feel you. I admire you women so much because I know in your culture I don't want to say that maybe it's difficult to embrace your power as a woman, but I feel like it's not as celebrated as it is here. Is that true?
Well, maybe I've been lucky now. So I've been always like, you know, in a good relationship. I've been always loved. Like I've never had like difficulties.
That's beautiful.
And if anything, I've been always supported by my partner. And like, so I've never had this.
I love that.
You know, like I've heard like a lot of repressions and everything, but I've been lucky enough to not to experience this. maybe that's why I've been like lucky enough to believe in myself and
Yes.
keep pursuing this, because being a creative is not the not the best financial decision at least, but yeah, so I've been lucky enough to.
I'm so happy you share that perspective because it just expanded my whole vision. Like we as women can hear stories and then just relate to that one story and take that as a generalization of a group of people. And I'm sitting with you right now and you're like, actually, no, that's not my story. So thank you for sharing that because it's so beautiful to know. It's so expansive when a woman comes here and shares her truths, especially from a different culture, because you're able to understand their perspective. You're literally changing my whole perspective on so many things. So thank you.
It's also like living here for such a long time. I guess like I have a different perspective.
Yes.
Because I came here like in my the beginning of my 20s. So I grew up here as an adult.
Yes.
And I don't have like a regular like Russian perspective. So it's like different, especially growing up in LA, so different cultures and like it is different.
That's a
gift.
gift.
And I'm so grateful for it.
Yeah, it's such a gift. I'm grateful for you. I want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you for showing up as yourself. Thank you for allowing me to share your voice to the world. Thank you for changing perspectives of what I thought a Russian woman experienced. Thank you for being brave enough to share your art. Truly, because of you, Girl, We Got This is my vision. Like you bring my vision to life.
Thank you for trusting me.
Of course, of course. And I just want to say, every journey that we come on as women, every journey that we decide to choose, you decided to still embrace your father and your siblings and this new family, and you allowed it to expand you. Sis, it's always your choice. You have the choice. You have the right to choose how you want to drive your life because you're the artist of your life. So I think it's really cool that you chose to embrace these new siblings. I know it was hard.
Yeah.
And I know it's probably still a journey, but it's really cool to see.
Yeah.
I know a lot of women that actually had sisters. Like some of my friends from college found out they had sisters and it was like really hard for them to have the relationship with their father after. And, it's a journey. We all have our different journey, but it's cool and it's expansive. And I'm so grateful that you allowed it to expand you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. You're so welcome. Sis, Xenia Leo Studio. This woman will capture the hearts of any event, of any photo, of anything that is happening in your life. She is literally the heartbeat of so many people's journeys artistically. She brings it to life. This is her gift.
Thank you.
And I want to say thank you on behalf of me and all of our friends that use you as our muse to share our love, your wisdom, your creativity. And I want to give you your flowers because you deserve all the flowers. Happy International Women's Day.
Thank you, Vicky.
I love you.
Love you.
And I can't wait to see everything you bring into this world.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Girl,
we
got this.
I get to say this.
Yes. We got it.